If you're new to motorcycles, or even if you've been riding for years, there are certain lessons that only time, mistakes, and close calls can teach you. I've been riding for over a decade and have taught thousands of people how to ride motorcycles safely. And today, I'm condensing 10 years of experience into 8 minutes so you can skip the painful learning curves and ride smarter, safer, and with way more confidence. These are the lessons I wish someone had drilled into me when I first threw a leg over a bike. Some of them will save you money, some will save you embarrassment, and a few of them might just save your life. Let's get into it. Lesson 1. Your eyes control everything. One of the biggest breakthroughs in my riding came when I finally understood that the bike goes wherever my eyes are looking. Not where I want it to go, not where I think it should go, only where I'm actually looking. If you stare at the curb, you drift toward the curb. If you stare at the pothole, you hit the pothole. But when you lift your vision farther down the road, through the turn, past the hazard, your body and your bike naturally follow. This is why new riders struggle with tight turns, U-turns, and slow speed control. Their eyes are glued to the ground right in front of them. Lift your eyes, and your riding instantly becomes smoother, more stable, and more confident. Number 2, smooth is fast and fast is safe. When I was new, I thought riding well meant riding aggressively. Hard braking, hard acceleration, sharp inputs. But the truth is the opposite. The best riders are the smoothest riders. Smooth throttle, smooth clutch, smooth braking, smooth transitions. Every abrupt input you make forces the bike to react abruptly. Smooth inputs keep the bike balanced, predictable, and planted. And ironically, the smoother you are, the faster you become because you're not fighting the bike. If you want one habit that instantly upgrades your riding, it's this. Do everything 20% smoother than you think you need to. Your ego is the most dangerous thing on the road. Every rider eventually faces a moment where ego tries to take the handlebars. Maybe someone revs at you. Maybe a friend rides faster. Maybe you feel pressured to keep up. Ego is the voice that says, don't let them pass you. You can take that corner faster. You don't need to slow down. That voice has put more riders in the hospital than bad weather, bad roads, and bad drivers combined. The truth is, nobody cares how fast you are. Ride your ride. Ride your pace. Ride your limits. The only person you need to impress is the one who wants you to come home safe. Number 4, most crashes happen because riders don't see the threat early enough. People love to blame drivers, and yes, drivers do cause a lot of problems. But the deeper truth is that most crashes happen because riders don't anticipate the threat early enough. A car creeping at an intersection, a driver glancing left but not right, a wheel rolling at the edge of a driveway, a pedestrian staring at their phone. These are all early warning signs. Experienced riders don't just react to hazards, they predict them. If you want to stay safe, start scanning for clues. Look for movement, shadows, tire angles, head turns, brake lights, and anything that suggests someone is about to enter your path. Your best safety feature isn't ABS or traction control. It's your awareness. Number 5, the bike doesn't save you. Your habits do. Modern motorcycles are incredible. Traction control, cornering ABS, ride modes, stability systems, they're all amazing tools, but they're not a substitute for good habits. Good habits look like this: covering your brakes in traffic, leaving space, checking your mirrors often, positioning yourself for visibility, practicing slow speed control, and staying mentally present. Technology can help you, but it can't fix bad habits. Your habits are what keep you alive when the unexpected happens. Number 6, confidence comes from repetition, not speed. A lot of riders try to build confidence by riding faster, but confidence doesn't come from speed. It comes from repetition. Repetition builds muscle memory. Muscle memory builds consistency. Consistency builds confidence. Practice the basics until they're boring. Things like U-turns, figure eights, quick stops, slow speed balance, and smooth clutch control. The riders who look the most confident aren't the ones going the fastest. They're the ones who have mastered the fundamentals so deeply that everything else feels easy. Number 7, riding is more mental than physical. People think riding is about strength, reflexes, or physical skill. But the truth is, riding is 80% mental. Your mindset determines your decisions. Your decisions determine your safety, and your safety determines your longevity as a rider. If your mind is distracted, stressed, angry, or tired, your riding suffers. If your mind is calm, focused, and present, your riding improves instantly. Before every ride, check in with yourself and ask this question: am I mentally ready for this? If the answer is no, don't ride your motorcycle. Number 8, your gear isn't just protection, it's a mindset. Good gear does more than protect your skin. It changes the way you ride. When you're wearing proper gear, helmet, gloves, jacket, boots, you ride with a clearer head. You're not distracted by wind burn, road debris, or the fear of what if I fall. You're focused on the ride. And here's the part nobody tells new riders. Wearing gear consistently builds discipline. Discipline on the ground becomes discipline on the road. Gear isn't about looking cool. It's about showing up as the version of yourself that takes riding seriously. If you're one of those riders who thinks gear looks kind of goofy and you're considering not wearing gear at some point, please do yourself a favor. Go find a more experienced rider who has had a crash and maybe wasn't wearing full gear and get their take on the importance of wearing it every single time. Maybe they can even show you some of their wicked scars and help convince you that not wearing gear isn't an option. Number 9, maintenance is part of riding, not an optional chore. Every rider eventually learns that maintenance isn't something you get around to. It's part of the lifestyle. A chain that's too dry, tires that are too old, brake pads that are too thin, a battery that's barely hanging on. These things don't fail all at once. They fail slowly, quietly, and then suddenly. You don't need to be a mechanic, but you do need to be the kind of rider who checks their bike regularly. A quick pre-ride inspection takes 30 seconds and can prevent a breakdown, a crash, or a ruined day. Your bike talks to you. Learn to listen. Number 10, the ride isn't about the destination, it's about the presence. This one took me years to understand. When you're new, you're focused on the next turn, the next road, the next skill you want to master. But the longer you ride, the more you realize that motorcycling is one of the few activities that forces you into the present moment. You can't think about work. You can't think about bills. You can't think about your phone. And if you are thinking about those things, you need to wake up and focus on the here and now. You're here, right now, fully alive. Riding is meditation at 60 miles per hour. And the more you embrace that presence, the more joy you'll find in every mile. Are there any lessons that we missed in this video that you think are important? Let us know down in the comments. So there you have it. These lessons took me over 10 years to learn, sometimes the hard way. If you can absorb them now, you'll ride safer, smoother, and with way more confidence than I ever had as a beginner. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a new rider who needs it. And if you want deeper training, more drills, and more real-world riding lessons, then watch this video next. Ride safe, ride smart, and I'll see you in the next one.